Yo, it's beast mode. Here we got a 10-minute rapid game. We're playing the Vienna episode, whatever it is, of my Vienna series. But here we go. We'll dive right into it. But real quick, if you want to play me, drop a comment down below, and I'll post a game recap of our game. Other than that, let's go ahead and dive right in. So you know the deal. E4, opponent goes E5, knight C3, and then they opt for the Falkbeer variation. So our move in this position is F4. Here, our opponent plays the best move, in my opinion, against the Vienna, D5. So we take, they take on E4, and we develop the knight to F3. And there's a couple other lines here, a couple different relatively good options that my opponent can choose. And he goes knight C6, which I don't really see a ton. Most of the time, I'm either seeing this bishop G4 or the dark square bishop over to B4 or B5, something along those lines. So here I play Queen E2, which is a mistake. And we'll check on my analysis board after the game, but I'm supposed to go for something like this. Bishop B5, pin the knight to the king. And then if they played something like, I don't know, like here, Bishop C5, then we shove the pawn in the center, and we play on from this position. But I don't know that off the top of my head. I went Queen E2. Opponent takes on C3, which is a miss. Here they should have gone, well, in this position, I'm threatening to take the knight and win a pawn. So here the computer wants Bishop F5. That's the only move that keeps the advantage for them. And if they were to go here, I'm supposed to go D3 according to the engine, right? And then takes. And I'll just have this complete control of the dark squares in the center. I'll get my bishop eventually to D3. We'll probably go for a kingside attack, something along those lines. But nevertheless, he takes, I take back. I'm supposed to take with the D pawn here. Not too sure why. I think it's to help prevent a pawn push in the center. I think it wants me to castle queenside over here. So interesting. But I blended up the positions. Take here. Opponent went bishop C5, which is inaccurate for some reason. Well, I know the reason actually. Boom. D4, right in your freaking mouth, dude. Hit the bishop. They have to drop back to E7, so they just wasted the tempi. And then I developed my bishop to F4 just to add more support here in the center. It felt like the most natural square. They castle. And then I go Queen E3. My thought process is I'm going to get my bishop over to D3, and we're going to go for some kind of kingside, something along those lines. I was thinking about, I might have like some kind of Greek gift sacrifice. So my opponent went E6, then D3, bishop D3. So I was thinking about some kind of Greek gift sacrifice, but it doesn't work in this position. Because I thought if I take, well, let's say they played a random move. If I go take, they take back, jack here, then I can't slide over. Oops, I can't slide over to this H file because this bishop's protecting it. But yeah, so luckily I figured out that didn't work. And here my opponent started talking trash to me in the chat. He said my opening was stupid. So I kind of showed him, you know. He went F6, and it's a blunder, right? Reason it's a blunder, just take, and this bishop's now hanging, threatening to take it with check. If he goes rook here, then we're gonna go bishop G5, and boom, just like that. If he goes rook takes F3, then we are gonna go pawn takes, and then if the bishop takes my bishop, take that with check. What else could he do here? Nothing else is really good here. Say he dropped the bishop back, then I'm just winning a rook. right? Unfortunately, I did miss this blunder in the game because I was too concerned about like doing some type of Greek gift, so I just castled. I missed it. Luckily, I really like this position a lot. It seems relatively easy to play. And then he took on e5, so I take with the knight. He takes back, and then I take with the queen, which is a miss. Computer wants me to take with the bishop here, and then after move, let's see, take with the bishop, and as you can see, I'm just targeting both these pawns. So I could go for something like a rook lift, or I could slide my queen over, double the rooks potentially, and just onslaught on the king side. But I missed that. I went queen takes e5, and then he blundered again, and I calculated this awesome line here. I found this in game. It took me about, let's see, a little over a minute to think and find it. So right now, if I move, he's threatening to take my bishop, right? Because I only have, if I move my queen out of the way, I only have one defender, two attackers, right? So I come up with a bigger threat, queen h5, right? Threatening to check right here, because my bishop's staring at this pawn as well. And he fell for it. He took the bait. He took with the rook, check. King has to slide over, check with the bishop, has to slide back, check, take with the rook, and then he took with the queen, and then I pin the queen to the king with my other rook, and I win a piece. Now I'm up 2 points of material, and I just gotta convert this position, right? Computer says rook f1 isn't even the best move here. It says, no, it does say that. So I don't know why it's just saying it's good. It's the best move. It also likes queen h8 as well, which I saw that, but I thought after blocks, oh, then go here. Takes. Interesting. So I don't really see the difference between those two positions that I ended up in and that one. But nevertheless, I drop my queen back. He blocks with the bishop, protecting this pawn as well. No checks. So I go over to d7, threatening to take this pawn or the following pawn. Can't defend with the rook because I would take that. And then he blunders mate a one. The whole time he was talking trash to me. And right here, I just held on to this position. I said, do you want to resign now? And he said no. So we waited the clock out. And eventually I talked him into resigning after some more trash talk. But right here, the checkmate. All right, so let's head over to the analysis board and see how I did in the opening. Okay, so here we got our opening analysis board with the Vienna. So the game went e4, e5, knight c3. Then they went knight f6, the Falkbeer variation. We played f4. And then they played the best move, in my opinion, d5, take. And then they went knight e4 takes. Some of you might be wondering, why can't they just push the pawn here? Immediate advantage for white because we take, they take, and then we take back with the pawn, they take with the queen, and we slide our queen over off of this queen trade here. If they opt not to, then we just get this big center here, and we're going to play on from this position. But they played the best move, knight takes e4. We develop our knight to f3, and the reason is we got to stop this check. This check is nasty because we moved our f pawn, so we got to defend it with this knight. And then in the game, they went knight c6, and I believe I played queen e2, which is the wrong move. The only move that keeps the advantage here is bishop b5. Okay, and then after depending on what they would play here, they go again bishop c5, d4, and we'll play on from this position, or bishop g4. Then we're gonna go d3. kind of force this trade. If they take, we'll take back, and then get the big center again. Castle kingside, have the rook on the open F file, and that's a pretty good position to play. All right. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you want if you want to play me, drop a comment down below. Add me on chess.com. That's Chess Beast Mode, and I'll post a game recap. Until next time, thank you guys.